Hi, my name is Sayuj and I'm the co-founder of Vibrance Biomedical. And we believe we can make diagnostics simply better. As of 2019, there are more than 463 million adults with diabetes, and 1 in 2 of them are still undiagnosed. Growing up, I saw many of my family members being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at a very late stage. From interviewing people, I found that the fear of healthcare setting and its associated cost is pushing people to not get tested early. So I came up with the idea of an at-home test strip that can diagnose both pre-diabetes and diabetes using saliva. Last year, we developed our first functional prototype, and here's a picture of it. How this test strip works is that initially you apply your saliva in this absorbent pad, and then it flows to the other end by using capillary forces. Then the enzymes and chemicals in the test strip will give a color readout based on your diabetic stage, and the excess saliva is absorbed by these excess flow paths. With this prototype, we were able to optimize the test strip for saliva, bring down the test time to less than 5 minutes, and make it 8 times larger. The current rise in telemedicine has proven that many diagnostics and treatments can be done remotely. A simple diabetes test like ours can be paired with telemedicine to provide quality healthcare at home. A few months ago, we filed our first patent, which is patent pending. We have also developed a fully functional prototype and raised angel investment to do all these developments. This is our team. I'm Sayuj, a sophomore at the U, majoring in biochem, and this is my co-founder, Freddie. She's a scientist at Beckman Coulter. In the right is all of our strategic advisors. With your support and our business model, we can help hundreds of millions of people, like my grandpa, to have a chance of leading a long, healthy, and happier life. Thank you.
Thank you. Judges, we have 2 minutes.
Can you talk a little bit about the symptoms that would cause a clinician to order a diabetes test, and whether that would a patient be required to go in person, or do you think this really is something that can be done via telemedicine, depending on the presenting symptoms?
Yeah. So this is going to be a B2C model, and that's our goal. So you could just walk in, like if a telemedicine provider like orders a test, you could just walk into a Walgreens and just grab the test and test it at your home. Yeah. Did I answer your question? Yeah.
And I guess, can you talk a little bit about any competitive efforts that are similar to this? Any other types of microfluidic lab on chips for this indication?
Yeah. I can talk about that. Yeah. So in this diabetic space, there's a company in Australia which just developed a microfluidic, like something, but it's electronic. But the thing there is they're focused on people who already have diabetes. So this is more like a managing tool. That's what they're developing. And so that's where the competition is, like in the saliva diabetic space, company in Australia. Yeah.
Thank you.
Diabetes screening generally tends to be blood-based, where you look at blood sugar levels. There's other information that tends to be viewed as well as part of a pre-diabetes screen. What is the efficacy of your test? How early does it predict it? And how does it compare to a blood-based test?
Yeah. The reason I got started with this is because there's some papers that have like shown that blood glucose level and saliva glucose level correlate really, really well. And that's what led me to develop this test strip. And it's very, very like promising. And talking about the efficacy, like since like we are at very early stages, we haven't like tested like how good it is. Like right now we have a prototype that can show that the test strip works, but we haven't like actually tested the glucose levels and how the saliva and blood compares. Yeah.